a referee is a tough job. If you've ever tried it, even in a Little League game, you know the pressure of having to be perfect. Every time, without fail, no mistakes allowed. With as many plays that take place in the course of a basketball game, especially a game that moves as fast as the NBA, there are bound to be mistakes. And in today's age, with cameras swarming every inch of the stadium, catching so much more than is possible with the naked eye, we are all going to know when a ref blows a call. Now, we don't actually expect referees to be perfect. How could you? There's so much action that are bound to misstep every now and then. What we do expect of officials is that they be spot on when the game is on the line. For the most part, they are. And we should commend them for that level of precision. But every now and then, when the fate of the game is at stake, a referee blunders and costs a team the win. Today, we're going to take a look at 5 calls that cost NBA teams the game.
Kobe!
With an incredible play. And I believe Darren Williams tried to dunk it. Well, three-pointer of the game.
Number 5, Kyle Lowry in the Miller Rule. In this 2014 contest between the Raptors and Kings in Sacramento, the Kings lead 105-99 with under 30 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Raptors guard Kyle Lowry shoots a 3 while being guarded by Ben McLemore. As the shot goes up and in, Lowry and McLemore get tangled up and both end up on the ground. After the whistle and the good basket, the entire arena is wondering where this call will go. A defensive foul would result in Lowry heading to the free throw line for a possible 4-point play, which would put the Raptors within 2 points of the Kings with momentum on their side and 25 seconds to go. But that's not what happens. The ref instead calls an offensive foul, later invoking the Reggie Miller Rule as justification. The Reggie Miller Rule went into effect in the 2012-2013 season. Named after legendary Indiana Pacer Reggie Miller, this rule was to prevent shooters from extending their legs into defenders in order to draw contact, as Miller was prone to do. Many believe this rule is redundant, maybe because kicking another player is already considered a foul. What do you think? Leave it in the comments. The debate over the legitimacy of the Miller Rule unfortunately does nothing to help Lowry in this situation. After he is called for an offensive foul, he gets to his feet and runs to the other side of the court in disbelief, invoking another questionable, even silly rule. The referees call a technical foul on Lowry for reacting demonstratively to the call. I don't know about you, but this seems like some awfully picky officiating. How about we just let the boys play? The Kings will get 2 free throws and possession of the ball with 25 seconds left on the clock, ensuring the Raptors' fate for this game as they fall to the Kings 109-101. Number 4, Mavs Hawks. In a play involving fiery owner Mark Cuban's Mavericks from 2020, the Atlanta Hawks lead by 2 with seconds remaining on the clock when Atlanta's Trae Young drives for a layup and is blocked by Dorian Finney-Smith of the Mavericks. Officials blew the whistle to call Smith's block a goaltend, and John Collins of the Hawks sneaks in a bucket after the play is stopped. Upon review, the refs rule the goaltend as a clean block, call their whistle inadvertent, and award Collins the 2 points. Unbelievable. Mavericks go on to lose the game and Mark Cuban is irate. Number 3, Kevin Love, Shawn Marion. Here's a play that the NBA publicly apologized for. Kevin Love is obviously fouled at the buzzer in what could have sent the game to overtime. Instead, we get complete silence from the officials and the Timberwolves lose the game. While it's good that the league is owning up to their mistakes, it doesn't change the outcome of this game. Number 2, Kobe throws a blow. Game 6 of the 2002 Western Conference Finals was a game notorious for questionable, bad, and downright horrible calls. The Sacramento Kings lead the series 3-2, going into Game 6 in Los Angeles, and have a chance to lock in a finals appearance. It's well assumed that whoever emerges from this series will easily handle the Eastern Conference champions in the title series. With 11.8 seconds left in the game, the Lakers are up 103-102 and attempting to inbound the ball against a full-court press from the Kings. As Kobe Bryant attempts to get open, we see Mike Bibby fall to the floor. A closer look reveals that Bryant elbowed him directly in the face. With his defender lying flat on his back, Kobe is obviously open. He receives the inbound pass, and the Kings are forced to foul him to stop the clock. The Kings are then forced to call their final timeout simply to get Bibby's bleeding under control. That timeout would have probably been used instead to advance the ball after the free throws. So Kobe sinks both foul shots, and the Kings go on to lose Game 6, 106-102, sending the series to a 7th game, which the Lakers also won. LA went on to sweep the Nets in the NBA Finals. And number 1, free throw conspiracy. In the 2006 NBA Finals, the Miami Heat duo of Dwayne Wade and Shaquille O'Neal went head-to-head with Dirk Nowitzki's Dallas Mavericks, aiming for the team's first NBA title. Early in the series, the Mavericks picked up 2 quick wins, but the Heat then won 3 in a row, which brings us to Game 6 in Dallas, Texas. With about 30 seconds to go in the game, the Mavericks trail by 1, 91-90. Dwayne Wade drives it left from the top of the key. As he pushes by his defender, Dirk Nowitzki steps over to help and is met with a forearm to the gut from Wade. A whistle is blown and the unthinkable is called, a blocking foul on Nowitzki. This sends Wade to the line and he calmly knocks down both free throws, stretching Miami's lead to 3 with 26.2 seconds to go. At the other end of the court, Nowitzki, whether frustrated by the foul call or just in bad play, turns the ball over and the Mavs are forced to foul Wade to stop the clock. He knocks down both yet again, and the Heat go on to win their first championship in franchise history. So here's the conspiracy theory. In Game 5, Dwayne Wade attempted 25 free throws, which is an exact match of the Mavericks' total as a team. In Game 6, Wade attempted 21, bringing his series total free throw attempts to an unprecedented 97. Mavericks owner Mark Cuban reportedly paid $250,000 in fines during this series for coming onto the court to confront a referee, screaming at Commissioner David Stern in the stands, and using profanity in a post-game interview. But that's not all. Cuban also allegedly consulted with a former FBI agent and private investigator to look into a lawsuit against the NBA for its officiating. Whether this is a conspiracy or just an odd turn of events, one thing is for sure, that call definitely cost the Mavericks Game 6 and shattered their hopes of a championship. 5 calls that cost NBA teams the game. Makes you feel sorry for the players and fans who got the short end of the stick. Might even make you feel just a little sorry for the referees, who are all of a sudden on the news the next morning. Either way, these calls are bummers. What are your least favorite game-costing calls? Leave them in the comments and be sure to subscribe, and we will see you next time.